I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey.
All righty, we put in our day, kind of a long one. We came in and had a lot of interesting things happen today. Had several customers come in from some church groups and stuff. Unfortunately, we're having hardware issues that they thought was software issues, and they paid for software that they need to get retrieved, and so forth and so on, and la la la. And of course, the company that they bought the machine from is the supplier of the software, so they sell you a computer loaded with their software, so it ties you to them, so you can't just get a computer anywhere and load it. I've had those issues before with people that get tricked into buying certain things from certain companies, and now you're locked to them, and the only way you can get service and support is to go back to them at their inflated service and support prices. That being said, I think we might be able to work and extract and save the data. They have a failing hard drive. I'll put it in my machine specifically built to extract, and we'll see what happens. Also had another customer come in. Wasn't a customer, actually. He was trying to sell me something, asking questions about the store, and was just flabbergasted. I mean, a straight what on his face when they come to find out that we're basically a $5 fee instead of $37.95 a half hour, or a flat fee 1 hour $99. We're a $5 fee. And I told him, tried to explain to him the whole purpose of our organization was to try and help those individuals that can't afford the big dollar, big buck computer industry's word for what they need. I get customers that come in all the time that have computers that were paid out close to $1,000 for this phenomenal, awesome machine. I said, really? You need this? And I said, yeah, they told me I needed this machine. And I said, well, what do you do? Well, I do email, I surf the internet for car parts, and I play solitaire. And that's it. You don't run a business, you don't do high-end dubbing, music, movies, graphics work, anything. No. And who told you you needed this machine? Well, so forth and so on company, and they sell this computer and whatever, or QVC or Home Shopping Network or whatever, that sell these things at these phenomenal deals that are crap. But hey, what do I do? No, I'm just an old, beat-down, aged hardware tech. I don't know nothing. But it only costs you $5 usually to get your machine serviced. So anyway, he'll be back. He was wanting to talk to us about some other things, so we'll get that back and see what's going on. Was able to work on a couple of videos in between, so hopefully I'll get that up. I think that governor issue hopefully has gone away for today. I hope I let it warm up and run long enough, but we'll never know until we get moving. So that being said, let's ride. Alrighty, I'm in at the store right now. So we had a talk about customers being, certain customers having certain problems with their stuff on computers and everything, and some of the other individuals being, flabbergasted that we were only $5 for the same fee that some of the other big name places with all their suit and tie people and everything, charge $37.95 a half hour or $99 flat hour fee. And most of the people that come in here are people that are indigent, people that are on assisted living, or people that live in places like the Country Haven Trailer Court. I get a lot of individuals come in from there, and unfortunately some of them come in way too late, but they come in with issues ranging from a simple browser repair, which is just to reinstall the browser and update their browsers. You'd be amazed at how many people don't update their browsers because they are fearful of what's going on. Or the Adobe Flash Player. They can't watch the videos that they like to watch, or view the pictures that they used to view and stuff online, or stream audio because their Adobe Flash Player is not up to date. Simple stuff, bring it in, teach them how to do it. Hopefully they can do it themselves. $5, they're on their way. Everything works out fine. But what I've been getting in a lot lately, and unfortunately too late, to stop the problem for them, but hopefully I can point it out to many others, is a lot of the fearware things that you get, that the FBI has seized your computer, or you are under investigation, call this number now, or Microsoft has determined this, that, or the other. Folks, they don't call you and they don't do that. That's all somebody trying to get into your computer and cause issues or whatever, and they play upon the age of certain individuals of being too trusting about people who claim to say who they are with no real valid proof. They just accept it and go on. One of the other biggest things is I've had several gentlemen in the last few months come in, and they have been taken advantage of through this loneliness program, where seniors meet seniors and all this, and several of them have brought their machines in, and we have come to determine and find out that they were not senior ladies that they were chatting with. They were actually somebody in Yemen and or China that was probably some younger person that was scamming them for their money and data mining information, the phishing for whatever. They kept coming in, but the problem says, well, every time I send this stuff, Western Union, I always get a thing, transaction lost or transaction not received, and I have to resend it. And I go, how many times have you sent, excuse me, alarm's going off. I have to check that. Alrighty, I'm back. It was just the door alarm. Somebody went by outside and brushed the door. Anyway, so I mean, you know, how many times have you sent this thing in? They said, oh, 2 or 3 times, and he says it's $80 every time. There's a certain amount of money that they don't track. Anything under a certain amount of money doesn't get tracked. So it's lost. It's gone. Whatever. And I got online and I downloaded a bunch of information for them and give it to them, and to explain that the people that they are sending it to are people that are sitting in a long bank of computers in some dark hole someplace, all reading from the same book and list to pretend that they're a certain individual that they're not. These are not even females that you're talking to 90% of the time. They're younger males that are learning to play this scam from these loneliness, the lonely hearts type of individuals, and taking advantage of them and getting their money. Women are really bad. Elderly women are really, middle-aged elderly women are really bad, but these, here in my shop lately, it's been mostly the elderly men. And come to find out, when we compared bios and pictures, that a lot of them, over 15 of them in the same area at the same residential or trailer court where they live for the elderly and stuff, it's the same bio. They're all sending it to the same individual and receiving the same pictures and same story. They're reading out of a manual, they're emailing the exact same pictures, doing everything, and all of these gentlemen, you know, they just felt like fools. And I says, well, it's because of the age that we are and how trusting you guys were growing up. I said, you cannot believe anything that you see or hear on the internet. It has to be proven. And just because they send you a picture is not proof. Just because they give you a phone number and you call them and someone on the other end goes, Microsoft Service and Support, it's not them. So that's one of the things that I wanted to try and put out there to anybody that you know, might be doing that type of thing, because that is one of the biggest things that I run into, and these individuals are just, I mean, they're devastated. Unfortunately, some of the bank accounts of some of the individuals have been hacked into. There are investigations going on, but the FBI, that officers have told them that the likelihood of them being able to stop anything is just not going to happen. They're not going to be able to retrieve their money. They're not going to be able to do anything. Their best bet was to wipe and drop and redo all of their emails and all of their bank account PIN numbers and all of that. Whoop, there they go again. All right, there just seems to be a group of individuals outside the door there. They're standing a little too close and setting my alarm off. But, you know, they're saying that they're informing them that they have to be more diligent now and cautious, because they may not try and attack you now. They may not try and attack you next week, next month. it may be a year or more. Once they have the information, they can resell that information 100 times over, get their little percentage, but somebody else can attack you in the future once they have all that data. So my advice to everyone out there is to be more cautious and not so trusting individuals that send you things and do things. And you can Google it, and you can find out basically about all the fearware, the actual spyware, and or these dating sites that aren't legit. So just be cautious and do that. So I know this took a little bit away from the ride, but I thought about more of this information and things that were going on after I got into the store and talked to some more of these people, so I thought I'd put that in. I know it's boring, but I hope it helps somebody. Continue with the ride. Alrighty, we made it home. We took a little trip around. That was fun. So we're going to get some rest. Going to get some chow, cornbread, and maybe beans, big ham hock, all the stuff I'm not going to have because I'm not allowed. And we'll try and start it all over again tomorrow.
The next day.
Alrighty then. It's a little cool, crisp this morning, but it's supposed to get back up between 70, 72, 73 degrees today. Not supposed to rain, but they said there's a chance. Dad's up early this morning. He's out manufacturing a new burning barrel for all of the leaves and debris, tree limbs, all of the stuff out of the garden, all the dead debris. The other one lasted probably 30 years or so, so he cut another oil tank in half, and now he's out drilling air holes. But we got everything taken care of with the hitch. We got a new straight hitch instead of one that curves up so much for the GO4. We got a new straight hitch. We're going to try and get our pennies together, and Harbor Freight has such a good deal on a small 8-inch wheeled trailer, and that's what I need, something that sets low to the ground, just like I said, just like a motorcycle trailer. They've got such a good deal on it. I couldn't even buy the steel for what they've got, let alone the axle, hubs, and bearings, and wheels for like $165. So I probably will go see and pick one up, and it's supposedly got the wiring harness for it and everything, so that it's just a really good deal. And since I'm not going to, like I said, haul a lot of weight and everything, it should be fine. But we're going to try and get into the store here, let the GO4 warm up a little bit, try and get some defrost on the windshield, not run over Dad. Well, let's ride. Emergency vehicle going on here. Yeah, we'll back it up, give them some room. We made it in. We got a lot more video to try and work on today in between customers. And maybe run around this evening just a little bit since it's getting warmer and the sun's staying up longer. More daylight to burn. But we're going to go in here. I'm going to do my thing. Y'all take care and do your thing. See ya!
Damn, that was annoying.